Okay, guys, another quick main event breakdown for the UFC. We have Marcin Tybura taking on Sergey Spivac in a rematch. So let's go through the records, talk about who's going to win. Sergey Spivac, nicknamed the Polar Bear, 16-4. He actually fought Marcin Tybura before and lost to him. Then he beats Carlos Felipe, TKOs Jared Vanderaa, beats Alexei Olenek in 2021 in a hilarious fight, loses to Tom Aspinall with a big elbow and then gets TKO'd on the ground, beats Greg Hardy, beats Augusto Sakai, beats Derek Lewis, loses to Cyril Gane. Marcin Tybura, let's go into his recent record. So he beats Greg Hardy in 2020 by ground and pounding him out in round 2. He beats Walt Harris by ground and pounding him out in round 1. Then he fights Alexander Volkov, loses to him. Beats Alexander Romanov by majority decision. Beats Blagoy Ivanov. Loses to Tom Aspinall in round 1. And then beats Tai Tuivasa. So these guys are both pretty similar. They both have a similar style of trying to take down their opponents and ground and pound them. They have a lot of shared opponents, losing against the top of the division, both of them. They both have similar wins and similar styles, taking down Greg Hardy, TKOing him, beating up Walt Harris, both TKOing Tai Tuivasa on the ground. But they've fought before. Marcin Tybura did beat Sergey Spivac in a unanimous decision win, and that was in 2020. I don't think that Marcin Tybura has aged out of the heavyweight division where he's over the hill. Sure, maybe you can say his chin is a little bit worse, but Tai Tuivasa wasn't able to find it. Tom Aspinall definitely found it in round 1 and put him down. We've seen both of these guys fight against the top of the division and fall flat. And while there isn't a huge difference in the way that they've lost to guys like Tom Aspinall, I do think that Marcin Tybura has a level above what Sergey Spivac brings to the game. I think Tybura's ground game is a little bit cleaner than Sergey Spivac's, and I think that Tybura's grappling, and I think that his striking is also a little bit cleaner than Spivac's. Spivac got completely destroyed by Cyril Gane, whereas Marcin Tybura was actually able to hang with Alexander Volkov and made it a semi-competitive fight. I think that Tybura is tough enough, good enough on the ground, and good enough on the feet to edge out Spivac in both those areas. I think Tybura is probably going to want to keep this fight on the feet and just force Spivac to fight his fight on the feet and kind of just edge him out over the course of 25 minutes. Is one of these guys going to get tired? If one does, I do favor Spivac to be a little bit more exhausted than Marcin Tybura. We have seen Spivac get TKO'd before, whereas Marcin Tybura, usually he loses by decision or gets knocked out cold, whereas Spivac is able to get kind of broken down. He already got out-grappled by Marcin Tybura, and I don't see his grappling being good enough to put him in a dominant position to finish Tybura on the ground like how he finishes all of these other opponents. So anyway, that's my prediction for this week. I'm going to predict Marcin Tybura by decision or late fight TKO, but I'm going to go by decision. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great rest of your week and enjoy the fights. Talk to you later.